He was his father's favorite son. His father loved and cherished him more than his older brothers, and for that, his brothers sold him and lied to their father that he had been killed by a wild animal. Years later, his life changed and the same brothers bowed to him. In a small village, nestled between rolling hills and a wide river, there lived a man named Mr. Tunde. He was well respected among his people, a farmer with good land, a kind heart, and 3 sons he had raised on his own after their mother passed. His 2 older sons, Dayo and Remy, were strong and capable. They worked the farm, carried the harvest, and did what was expected of them. But Kojo, the youngest, was different. There was something about the boy that made Mr. Tunde's eyes linger a little longer and his smile come a little easier. Kojo was sharp. He listened when elders spoke. He asked questions that made grown men pause and think. He had a warmth about him that drew people in, and Mr. Tunde, whether he knew it or not, made very little effort to hide how he felt about his youngest son. One dry season morning, Mr. Tunde returned from the village market with a gift, a fine hand-woven robe, rich in color, the kind worn by chiefs and men of standing. He walked past Dayo and Remy without a word and placed it gently on Kojo's shoulders. "This is for you," he said, his eyes full of pride. Kojo smiled and thanked his father. Dayo and Remy stood watching. They said nothing, but something shifted that day. At mealtimes, Mr. Tunde would call Kojo to sit closest to him. When visitors came, it was Kojo he introduced first. When a decision needed to be made about the farm, Mr. Tunde would sometimes ask for Kojo's thoughts, even before asking his older brothers. Dayo noticed every single one of these moments. Remy noticed too, but it was Dayo who let it fester. He began to see Kojo not as a brother, but as a problem. A boy who had done nothing to earn his place, yet stood at the front of everything. "Father treats him like a prince," Dayo muttered to Remy one evening as they sat outside after supper. "And what are we? Nothing, just hands for the farm." Remy kept quiet, but he did not disagree. Kojo, for his part, was unaware of the storm building around him. He went about his days helping his father, learning, growing. He had no enemies in his heart, least of all his brothers. He simply lived the way a boy